Welcome back, awesome action toy fans and subscribers. It is once again Archecore time, and I'm really excited about this set because this set has got big lances and a great big halberd in it, which is good, and a lance gun or lance RPG sort of weapon, which is going to be fantastic with your 1/18 scale figures, and let alone these awesome 1/35 scale Archecore figures. It is Sunday, the 16th of July, 2023. Let me just quickly take the plastic off to cut down on hopefully some of the glare that we're no doubt going to get because it's quite sunny here. Okay, so still lots of glare. 3 figures. There's a sword that's popped out of there, a gun sword there, great big lance. That's like a spear there, maybe. Shows in the back, lance, like 2 lances, a lance halberd and a lance gun, a sword gun, 4 machine guns. Nice. The attachments, grenades, bases, etc. On the back, fantastic artwork. Why they got a castle there when these guys got guns and whatnot, I'm not sure, but still it does look pretty cool, and this stuff should work pretty well with your fantasy 1/18 scale stuff too. Okay, if you like this sort of content, want to see it as soon as uploaded, please consider joining the Patreon, link on the top right of your screen now. Free for 7 days, cancel any time during those 7 days, and it costs you absolutely nothing, so it is worth checking out. Let me set these guys up and let's get into this. Back in an instant, stay tuned. Here the little guys are, and they are tooled up with some huge weapons. Very, very cool. So there are 4 of this gun in the set. So he's holding one, there's one there, and then there's the same one but in a grey colour as well. Having an extra one is nice. The sword that was loose, we can see here, that will also work with your fantasy 1/18. A bit high tech perhaps, it will still work. The gun automatic, it's like a gun X, an M16 sword is what it looks like there. The gun sword, gun blade there is pretty nice. The lance that this guy is holding here, you can see another one here. Very cool. 3 bases. The bases you can open up, and inside you can store the connectors, hands and whatnot, because you do get a lot. There we go. You do get a, what's it got? Here we go. A full of hands and connectors here, and here you've got grenades, you've got pistols and holsters, and you've got the parts to connect to the belts to put the grenades in. Okay, figures. He's got the sort of RPG. Well, I just realised it's a machine gun lance. Check that out. Machine gun lance with an RPG around the end. That is lethal. And it's got a scope on how he's supposed to hold that. I'm not sure without falling over. Doing. Because that is huge and massive. And needs an extra handle for his hands. But that does look lethal. Not sure how that would work in my fantasy universe. But that is such an awesome design. Very, very nicely done, I have to say. And the figure's holding, and they see he can hold it upright, but he won't have the. He's going to topple because it's so top heavy, but his arm doesn't collapse, which is good. This guy's got the lance we saw already and the machine gun. Any of those machine guns still work on 1/18 scale. And then this guy's got the big halberd, which would be fantastic for Fantasy 2. Slightly high tech with that sort of piping at the top there, but it is big and it looks awesome. Very, very cool indeed. Quickly go over articulation. The figures are 6 cm tall, so around 2 inches. Articulation, I love that helmet. Left and right, there is a small, or good down, small up. Not really side to side in this one. Shoulders all the way. The shoulders are very stiff, but they do go out. Wow, that's this one, the stiffest ones out. There you go. Do go up very, very far, which is great. There is a bicep bend, which is over 90 degrees, and a bicep swivel, which is super stiff on him again. There we go. The wrist is a barbell joint, but you would struggle with movement because the cuff is a bit big. It covers the joint too much. Trunk, forwards, backwards. There is a side to side he can turn. He can turn from the waist. Full splits, both directions on the hips. There is a hip turn. There is a very tight knee bend for such a bulk on a small guy. And there is a boot turn, foot swivel, tippy toe, and dorsiflexation. So they're very well articulated. They just look so good, these guys. I'm going to keep one of them out for the next review as well, I think. And as I said, their weapons do scale very well with 118 scale. So check this out. Joy Toy with guns from this set. How well does that work? How good does she look holding those guns? Works so well. My custom Fortnite figure, holding the halberd from that set, and that looks so good with him too. This is one of the real joys of Archecores, that the weapons work with other scales as well. Very, very cool. Another great set by Toys R Us on the Archecore line they've got going. Very, very cool. One of the better, well, I think it's one of the better ones, because, you know, I like the fantasy stuff too, and it really works well with fantasy, the stuff they've got. Great stuff, recommended. But the stuff is not cheap, but it is so detailed and so well engineered. Very, very cool indeed. Okay, so awesome match toys something else. And please like, share, subscribe. Consider joining the Patreon, link in video description below. And I'll see you in the next video. Stay happy, keep collecting. Bye-bye.